Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Pastor J. Carter of the Change Church.
Thank y'all for watching the Gospel of the Christian.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Pastor J. Carter of the Change Church. Jumping online to do another video. Before we get into today's content, let's pray. God, we honor you, we bless you, and we submit ourselves to you. We give you glory for everything that we're dealing with, God. We thank you for allowing us to go through whatever process and whatever path you have us on, that we go through with joy in our hearts, God, and we get a revelation and we're able to move forward with clear, concise instructions. In Jesus' name, amen. What's up, everybody? So as you can tell, I'm getting ready for bed. We're about to go to bed. I'm finna wash this makeup off in just a second, so don't trip, please. Don't be alarmed. I'm about to get it together. But I wanted to jump online really quick to discuss not being the fun police when he paroles home. If you're in a situation to where you are married or dealing with or engaged to somebody who's about to parole home, do not be the fun police. Make sure that you don't constantly bring up the fact that he's on parole every day. Okay? Don't be sarcastic every other day. Find subliminal ways to communicate with him the importance of him not going back to prison. Me and my husband just hung up the phone and we were talking and we were talking about people that he hang out with. Like, so of course he has this mindset that hanging out with people is how I ended up, in prison, with hanging out with people. So I'm not interested in hanging out with nobody who's not on what I'm on. And I just was explaining, I'm not the fun police. I understand that I'm a pastor, and everybody else say, well, you're a different kind of pastor. I'm a pastor who is very realistic about today's times and today's life. My assignment and my calling, it does impact my husband. However, that's not his life. He didn't sign up for that. And whatever pathway or place that God has him on, I just hope he follows the journey and be obedient, regardless of what that may be. It may not be to be behind a pulpit. It might just be to help young boys or have a mentoring program or to help somebody in their mentoring program or whatever the case may be. I'm open to all of that. Excuse me. However, to me, and like, I've already explained, I want you to enjoy your life. My husband's been locked up for 11 years. Like, yeah, bruh. I want him to get out there and live his best life. Okay? You want to go to the club? Go to the club. You want to go to the strip club? Go to the strip club. I know y'all probably thinking Pastor is tripping. I'm realistic. My husband has been gone for 11 years. It would be crazy for me not to think that he doesn't want to go to a club. Now, he might go and not want to go, or he might go and not like it and leave. He's already said, I'm not trying to do nothing no time soon. I'm just trying to kick it with my family, my boys, and you. I'm trying to make sure we get this baby on the way and we get these businesses up and running. And I'm with that, but I'm also not crazy. I think some women think that your husband is just going to come home and be up under you all the time. It's not always like that. And I know me personally, I want my husband to have a life. I want him to have separate friends. You know what I'm saying? I understand having couple friends and having, friends that, we know together and we kick it with together, whether they are married or single or whatever. But I want him to have a homeboy that he can kind of be like, look, bro, Jackie tripping. And that friend not feel no type of way. Or that friend like, you know what? I'm your listening ear, but we ain't gonna do nothing crazy, okay? She probably having a moment, okay? But don't be the fun police. Don't be trying to snatch away their fun. Don't try to snatch away the things. Now, do not mistake this for me saying let them do whatever they want to, disrespect included. Let's not. No, we ain't playing those games. However, I don't want you to be walking around. So you want to go to the club? You can't stay at home. Well, you know, he been locked up 8 years. Yeah, he want to go to the club. And this is only if he had not been truly converted or truly changed or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying whatever he decides to do, don't take his fun away. But let him know, honey, be mindful about who you kicking it with. I told him, it's one homeboy that I would love for him to hang out with. I'm going to leave him nameless because I don't want no smoke with all of these other men. But this homeboy is like recently married, recently engaged or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Recently got a situation. So he on the same wavelength that my husband is on. Recently married. Know what it's like. Cool. This homeboy, I've heard nothing but good about him from everybody outside. You know what I'm saying? Baby gonna always vouch for him because that's his friend. But people that are outside, they don't gotta vouch for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that don't have no connections with him but just have heard of him, they're like, oh man, that's a good dude. Homeboy take care of all his responsibilities. Homeboy be on top. Homeboy is a good dude. I like homeboy. Homeboy chill. I like chill. My husband is very chill. He a homebody. So I already know he not trying to go to the club every weekend. No way. He like, I'm not with it. He's a homebody. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, we'll talk about my husband another time. He's special. But this is the homeboy I wouldn't mind you going to go kick it with, because I know homeboy ain't going to do too much. But he got this other friend, we just going to call him M. He got this other friend, M. I say fooling around with M, something going to accidentally happen. You going to be fooling around with M, and somebody going to drive by and talk to, and then something going to pop off, and you standing there like, I ain't even do nothing. I don't even know these people. Fooling with M. He's like, man, me and him had a conversation about this. We felt like laughing. And I told him, like, I'm going to have to call you to where I'm at. I'm never going to where you are, because I don't want to be caught up in none of your mess. But you a real cool friend to me. I just don't want to be caught up in it. So you just got to understand that your husband needs to identify those people who he needs to be attached to and those people he needs to be disconnected from. You know what I'm saying? Or how to handle them and maneuver them. Oh, baby, that friend we're going to have to feed with a long handle spoon. This one can only come over on Sundays, but he got to go to church first because something ain't right with that one. You know what I'm saying? It's some that you will let in your personal space. It's some... My bedtime, time for me to go to bed. It's some that you want in your personal space, but it's some that, you need to keep at an arm's distance, and it's some you just call and check on, or send them a text. Facebook friend them, you know what I'm saying? Snapchat them one time. All I'm saying is you have to help him. Maybe that's not the right terminology. Just remind him subliminally, chill, no pressure. Don't press your husband. Don't do that. But let him know, husband, we got a business we're building. Husband, this is legacy for our kids. Husband, this is something that's going to live after we die. So, do we want to hang out with such and such? Or do we want to hang out with him? We want to kick with him all the time? Or we want to kick with him? Now, I'm just thank God that my husband's smart. Because my husband was like, baby, some of these, he used other words. But some of these men, they ain't coming to my house. They ain't finna know where we live or none of that. I thought that was your friend. That's my friend on a different kind of level. He don't got to come to the house. He don't got to kick it. He don't got to be my buddy. Okay. So just make sure at the end of the day, you're supportive in his actions, but not nagging him. And also just reminding him how important it is for him to be on his P's and Q's, identifying those people that are going to support him in his transition home, in his journey home, in his journey to being faithful, whatever you guys faithful may be. Okay, so you want to make sure that those things are being talked to, dealt with, but prior to him coming home. Do not let him get home and you be the one with the switch up. Nah, bruh. So go on, let him know how you feel. Be 1,000, come from your heart, and be very clear about what you want and what you need. And you don't always got to cuss him out. Just real quick, because all my viewers are not saved. Everybody on the page don't love the Lord. So let's just be 1,000, okay? You don't have to cuss him out every 20 minutes. I promise you. Okay. There was a Red Table Talk with Will and Jada. It went viral. Everybody was like so into it, right? Well, one thing that I admire about Will is Will looked at his parents' relationships he had seen growing up. And he had told Jada off the rip, listen, we're not cussing at each other. We're not doing that. And so he began to set these boundaries up with Jada. And Jada was hood. Just in case y'all know, Jada came from the hood for real. And so Jada was rough around the edges and cussing and violent, popping and thumping. And you know what I'm saying? He like, look, we ain't having that, okay? And me and my husband, we have boundaries that are similar to that. You know what I'm saying? We don't cuss out each other. We don't do that. We don't do that, okay? We don't do that, glory to God. But we had a thing about yelling. And when we catch ourselves yelling, the other person falls all the way back. And that has been what's been the saving grace. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all the other day he was giving me the business. And I zipped it. Because I knew at this point, if I matched his anger with my anger, was going to be nothing but confusion. Let him get this off his chest. Let him say what needs to be said. And we revisited the situation the next day. We were able to talk about it. Well, actually, it was that night. We was able to talk about it because he not finna let us go to bed. It's not finna linger on. Alvin is not that type. The king is not that type. If it's an issue, we finna figure it out and get it dealt with right now. Like, what's the issue? What's the problem? That was very new for me. That was new for me. I've always had men that was like, you mad? Be mad. Talk to you when I see you. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, we're not finna have that. We ain't having that. Go on and chillax. And let's get to the nitty gritty of this. So all I'm letting y'all know is don't be the fun police. Support him in his endeavors. Remind him the importance of being selective regarding his friends, regarding careers, passion, everything. Be selective. And it's okay to be selective. He ain't funny acting. He trying to get on his stuff. Okay. He trying to make sure everything he wants works out. So it's all right with being selective. Who cares if they say you switched up? You just ain't going to jail no more, glory to God. You ain't going to prison no more, glory to God. So it's cool. Support your man through this transition. Peace.